Absenteeism is frequent in Barbadian primary schools, and it continues to be a major concern for educational leaders in the remote learning environment. It can be defined as deliberate or unintended, legitimate or illegitimate disengagement from defined work related activities. Teacher absences are unavoidable. After all, teachers are human beings and not robots. However, each absence expensively chips away at student achievement and moral growth. With the remote learning environment, where teaching hours have been reduced, absenteeism is more detrimental than during the face to face classroom. Our society is evolving and teachers are no longer seen as professionals. Furthermore, they are now publicly accused of not wanting to work and being inconsiderate when they are absent. Parents have also compared how teachers at different institutions treated the online teaching platform and have made assumptions about how often teachers actually attend physical work. Contrary to the perceptions of some, Glazers and Stone's 2020 argues that personal and school-related factors must be considered in the debate on absenteeism. They maintain that the psychological and physical health of teachers impact attendance and engagement. Similarly, a negative school climate, intense workload, or the leadership style compounds the issue of absenteeism. While the situation is multifaceted, our collective data validates these critical factors. Absenteeism was observed in four primary schools, with teacher comments revealing that absences were primarily due to personal circumstances, work related factors, or which creates dangerous working environments. With the shift to online learning, at one school, it was revealed that some teachers misused the asynchronous and synchronous learning settings and were absent for reasons which could not be proven. Furthermore, some leaders were unaware of absenteeism due to lack of communication. Contrary, in another school, it was indicated that some teachers, because of dedication to their duties, taught during their sick leave and used the remote platform to continue teaching. The ministry in charge of education has established sick leave policies and strategies for managing teacher attendance. However, as the late Matthew Farley argued, adequate provision must also be made for students to be taught while teachers recuperate. To this end, leaders must pay particular attention to the reason for these absences as identified in the data and work closely with partners to implement corrective actions. The principle is key to the success of any institution. Our investigations found that two schools had noticeably higher attendance rates in comparison to the others. Reasons cited for higher absenteeism rates include negative school climates and top down leadership styles. Conversely, the school with positive climates and transformational leaders had lower absenteeism. In one school, it was reported that lack of communicating absenteeism developed a break in trust between families and the school. Conflicts emerged as parents who would have rostered their work times to accommodate the online timetables were often frustrated when teachers were absent before prior notice. Indeed, teacher absenteeism is also linked to student absenteeism in the online environment. In some cases, parents have made assumptions of the work ethics of some absent teachers and have desisted from encouraging students to go to classes. Contrastingly, leaders at four investigated schools found ways to effectively communicate teacher absences using various forums such as WhatsApp, emails, or posting information in the announcement section in the Google Classroom. Some leaders assign specialist teachers to classes, combined classes online, and notified parents of the changes. An option of teaching later in the afternoon or evening was also used to accommodate teacher absences during actual teaching hours. In all of the schools, teachers completed and forwarded absenteeism forms to the leader, who then contacted the parents to inquire and investigate what can be done to assist the students. Some leaders extended the school compound as an option for those students who were constantly absent due to the connectivity and device troubles, while one leader photocopied work for the students to collect at the school. Students who were absent due to boredom or a lack of interest were rewarded for completed work during class time using online platforms such as Dojo and Pixton. Unavoidably, some teachers need a leave of absence, and leaders are often tasked with the challenge of finding the correct balance between recognizing teachers as professionals and ensuring student learning is paramount. Leaders must be willing to modify their leadership styles in order to establish positive school cultures in which teachers feel valued for their contributions and are treated fairly. A sense of gratitude may successfully bridge the gap between why teachers attend school and why they choose to stay at home.